Hello students, various natural events do take place time to time on the earth's surface. For example, floods, storms, rainfall, snowfalls, etc. Similarly, other natural events like earthquake and volcanic eruptions also takes place on earth's surface. So do you think the reason behind floods, storm, rainfall and that of earthquake and volcanic eruption is same? Answer is no. The reason behind flood, storms, snowfall is atmospheric condition or climatic situations. But the reason behind earthquake and volcanic eruption is the movement directly related in the interior of the earth. Yes, so that is what we are going to learn in this chapter, endogenetic movements. The term endogenetic movement means movements taking place or occurring beneath the earth surface. Yes, to understand this topic very well, we have to perform one activity that is given in your textbook too. For this, we have to arrange a pile of books, and over that books, we have to keep some objects. Okay. Now, as like shown in figure 2.2, remove one book out of it without disturbing others and observe what happens. And repeat this for figure 2.3a and 2.3b. First, give a slight push and observe what happens, and later give a hard push to the pile and observe what happens. From this activity, it is clear when the books below are disturbed, the objects over the books are affected, right? Similarly, when the interior movement takes place in the earth, the objects over the earth get affected, isn't it? That means this effect, that is the result, is visible in the form of earthquake or volcanic eruptions. Am I correct? Now, you must be wondering, student, where these movements are generated and how are these generated. So the answer is that these movements are generated in the mantle of the earth due to radioactive materials. Yes, because of radioactive materials, energy is released, and due to this energy, movements take place, and because of this movements, instability is created, that is disturbance is created beneath the earth surface, resulting in earthquake or volcanic eruptions, also resulting in formation of mountains or continents and also valleys. Yes, so this all topics we are going to clear this under this chapter, endogenetic movements. So let's begin. So students, now you have understood very well about interior movements. These interior movements can be classified on the basis of their velocity, the landforms they produced and the direction. Okay. Beside this, I want you to clear up two more topics, that is compression and tension. Because of this compression and tension only, fold mountains, block mountains, continents and valleys are formed. So I will clear you the topics of compression and tension. Compression exactly can be explained taking an example of a paper strip. When you take a paper strip and try to push it from both the ends, you will see folds will develop, right? That means when the energy is released from us in the same direction, folds will develop. Okay, that is a form of compression. Now taking the paper strip, try to push it from both the ends. You will see that paper will get tear from the center. That means giving away from the center. This is what exactly tension does. Tension, when the energy is released in a different direction, tension is created and folds are developed. Okay, that means because of compression, folds are developed, and because of tension, folds are developed, and then this results into formation of mountains, rift valleys and continents. Okay.